Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Rosie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching my videos. Today we're going to be doing the most basic of all yoga. This morning I had a private session scheduled with somebody who's never done yoga before, and they didn't show up, which actually happens more often than you would think, because people are afraid to get into it because they're a little overwhelmed and think it's going to be hard and everything. So as I've been doing lately with these videos, I want to apply that to my life. So not seeing it as a disadvantage or, you know, I'm just going to turn that around, which is what we do in yoga. So I'm going to make it positive by presenting for you what I would have shared with him as his first yoga lesson, which I think is really important, to have videos available that can just give you a really simple introduction to yoga. So to start out, basic seated posture is number one, because we always want to begin our yoga practice with a seated breathing practice, just to get centered and grounded. That's the way I teach and the way I was taught to start out. So it's really important, basic posture, that you are able to sit with a straight spine so that the energy can travel through the chakras and the central channel freely, which is the whole purpose. Yoga is an energy healing system, integrating body, mind, and spirit. So it's way more than just a physical practice. And because of this, it's important to be aware of how your body is aligned so that you can align these energy channels as well. It's really basic if you think about it, very simple. So if you're sitting with your legs crossed right now and your back is rounded, I want you to grab some folded blankets. See, I have mine very neatly folded. It matters how you fold them, that they're perfectly stacked and thick on the edges, so that when I place this under my sit bones, it's even, it's not lumpy. We want to be perfectly level. So just like the princess and the pea, I'd be able to tell if I didn't fold my blankets perfectly. You don't want to rush through it and do a sloppy job, because you'll be much more comfortable, set yourself up for success if you sit on a perfectly folded blanket. So I'm going to show you from the side what this does for me. So if, let's say I'm just really tight in my whole body and I'm sitting like this, that's terrible for your energy. It's really not healthy. It's going to affect your mood and everything. So when I bring these blankets under my hips, my knees actually come down so that I have a gentle curve in my lower back, which is what you want, so that you're like perfectly stable. The heart is open. Okay, the chest is open. It's a posture of confidence, communicating to the world, I am here. I'm sending out this vibration. This is who I am. And it will affect all of your relationships if you begin to carry yourself in this way on a regular basis. Just awareness of posture. So, hopefully everybody's comfortable sitting with your legs crossed. Reach up through the top of your head now. So really lengthen your spine even more. Imagine the space between each vertebrae. Relax your shoulders. Settle into this moment. Become grounded. Let go of the tensions of the day, any concerns hanging over your mind. Just set that aside for now, coming fully into this moment, into your body with gratitude. Consciously connect with spirit in whatever way that feels comfortable to you. For me, it's just very simple. It's like I connect with this bright star at the top of my head, which I recognize as my higher self. And I just give thanks that I'm here. I give thanks to my body. I give thanks to the earth and to the great creator, which is in me. Just appreciating the oneness. And this is the basic philosophy of yoga, which is why I'm including it in this video right now. Okay, so we're going to begin with a basic pranayama, breathing practice to bring ourselves fully into this moment. So let's do Sitali pranayams. It's a de-stressor, anti-inflammatory, cooling, liver cleansing breath. So join the point your fingers with your thumbs, rest the hands on your knees. We're going to sip in cool breath through puckered lips, like you're sipping through a straw, and then pause, close the lips, exhale through your nose, relaxing your shoulders down. Continue and focus your gaze with the eyes closed at the space between the eyebrows known as the third eye center. Expand your ribs in all directions as you inhale. As you exhale, the ribs squeeze in like a tight hug, drawing the navel in, squeezing out the breath completely. Keep going, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more. So really slow down your breath here. We want to lengthen the breath as much as possible, which is going to lengthen your life. So in yoga, we want to become breath enthusiasts, treating the breath as if it's the greatest thing, because it is, and the most delicious thing on earth, and the most powerful. So you're going to breathe it in like you just can't get enough, and bring it all in, the most breath you can possibly absorb into your body, into your energy field. Visualize the breath like bright sun, bright energy, light. I like to say, exaggerate your breath. If we were in the same room right now, I'd want to hear you breathing throughout the entire class. And especially with everybody wearing masks right now, it's all the more essential that you spend time deep breathing so that your lungs don't collapse, literally. The breath capacity is something that we condition ourselves on a moment-to-moment basis, increasing our breath capacity, expanding the lungs. If we don't practice deep breathing, they will shrink. Breath capacity is something that can be measured. And if we don't devote awareness to it, it's taken away, just like anything else. Muscular strength, brain power, connection with spirit, anything. We need to devote our energy and awareness to what we value. So even if I'm wearing a mask, I'm still breathing really deep, because I find that I have to breathe deeper in order to get enough oxygen. So I focus on my breath more than ever if I have to wear a mask. I breathe very consciously and deeply. Okay, after your next exhale, just sit here for a moment and be still. Expand your ribs as you breathe, like you're just receiving the breath. Visualize your ribs like an X-ray. See them moving, like opening like a hug, like you're going to give someone a hug, just expanding to receive the breath. And open your eyes. So as you can see, I've already spent 10 minutes of this short video on our opening pranayama. It is, I highly value a daily meditation breathing practice. Even if you can only spend 3 minutes on it, it is absolutely essential and number one as far as learning yoga from the ground up, from the basics. Okay, so next we're going to come into a seated posture, sitting on the heels. So I know that for some of you this is challenging. If you can, just sit all the way back on your heels with your feet together. If that is not possible due to your knees, grab your blanket, put it between your knees, behind your knees, so that it's between your thighs and your calves. See, it's like a wedge. And then when I sit back, I'm up a little bit, which takes the pressure off the knees. Now you can even place 2 blankets there, or even more. See how this supports me to have a straight spine? Now, wherever you're at in this posture, fold your hands in your lap, touch the thumb tips together, and set the hands on your thighs. Close your eyes. Breathe along your spine, relaxing into your body. This has like 100 health benefits according to yoga. It aligns your energies. It's calming for the nervous system and digestive system. If you have any issues with digestion, it's recommended to sit in this posture after your meals to settle your stomach. It aligns the energy centers, balances the glands and hormones. So when we focus on the third eye center, we are balancing all of the glands and hormones. So it's really important to stay in that meditative space, working with the brain. It has there's so many connections here. And when you focus on your third eye in a yoga posture, it's like you're getting 100 times more benefits being in that meditative space. Okay, so feel yourself coming into balance, which is the energy of this posture, perfect peace. Now interlace your fingers and stretch out through the palms. Stretch. Now inhale, bring the arms straight up. Make a shelf with your hands. The palms are flat. Reach up out of your hips. I'm going to move so that you can see me a little better. This is perfect alignment. Very simple. Take a deep breath. Now exhale, sweep your aura and touch the fingertips to the earth. Now interlace your fingers behind you and squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other to open up your chest. Keep the arms straight. So notice how I'm able to straighten the arms if I squeeze my shoulder blades toward each other. Keep the elbows straight. Now inhale, lift your chin. And exhale, come forward into baby pose. So place your hands next to your feet, palms up. Place your belly on your thighs. Bring the forehead to the floor. Relax completely and deeply. So this is one of my favorite yoga postures, known as baby pose. And this is the doorway to flexibility. Returning to the fetal position. It's an effortless posture because the weight of your body does the work for you. If you just relax and surrender, gravity will help you to use your body weight to your advantage, to soften the muscles and align the bones, to bring you into balance and focus on inner peace. So the key here is just complete relaxation and letting go. Be sure the elbows are just falling down. Don't try to straighten the arms. Don't tense up the hands. If there's anyone who's watching this video who cannot bring the forehead down, some of us have a belly in the way or just lack of flexibility. You want to take your folded blanket and put it under your forehead so that you are supported, and this will balance your third eye and root chakra, which is very important to balance the energy centers. And eventually, as you relax in this posture deeper and deeper and let go of tension, you won't need that anymore, but it's helpful for some beginners to have that support. Now rock from side to side. And come up. Bring your knees apart now. Toes are together, just about as wide as your mat. Bring the palms together. Stretch forward as far as you can. Wrap the armpits in towards your chest so those shoulder joints are elongated. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set your forehead down. Relax deeply and completely into yourself. Feel gratitude filling your heart, filling your body. It's like a fast track to perfect health, is just being grateful for your health. Affirmations are very powerful. Think, I am well, all is well. Always giving thanks for your health. Now take a deep breath and exhale up. So I'm sure you all have heard that saying that what you put your attention on grows, right? So it's the same with our health. Just always think how healthy you are, and it will go a long way to actually being that way, speaking it into form, into reality. Okay, so now extend your legs straight out. Most people are going to need folded blankets underneath their hips now at this point for the seated postures with the legs extended. It takes, in my experience, it took me a few years to be able to sit up straight without any blankets under my hips. So I'm going to put these under my hips for some support so that my spine is straight. My legs are extended. And I'm going to use a strap actually to fold forward. So I'm flexing my feet. See, I'm drawing the toes in, the feet are side by side. One of the very important aspects of yoga is that we want to be aware of every detail, okay? So my feet are even. This is all on the same plane. My pinky toes are in alignment with the big toes in a perfectly straight line. I'm not letting the pinky toes curl in, which I see very often with students. I'm opening, I'm reaching out, like I'm spreading my toes too. And the reason this is important is because this is the reverse posture of Tadasana, which is the root of all poses, the standing posture. So if I was standing on the earth right now, my feet would be wide like this. I wouldn't be curling in, right? Or any kind of weird alignment. It would be perfectly straight, as if the floor were beneath my feet. Now grab your strap, wrap it around the balls of your feet. See, I have perfect yoga toes, spread them out so that we have a lot of space. Now catch the strap as close as you can to your feet with the spine lengthened. So I'm lifting my ribs up, so I still have a curve in my lower back. I'm tucking the chin in. Take a deep breath, keep your legs engaged and strong and grounded. On the exhale, come forward, just enough that your spine is still straight. So if you feel that you're rounding your back at all, come up a little more and just lead forward through the navel and the heart first, okay? So a lot of people think, oh, I want to get my head down to my legs. But the first step is the navel. So we're coming from the base of the spine and working upward as far as folding forward, because the fold comes from the hips. And okay, so just keep stretching, keep breathing, focus on your third eye. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this more clearly. So I'm stretching my spine up and out of my hips. My hip bones are already tilting forward. As I fold forward, I imagine my pelvis tilting forward like a bowl. I'm only coming down as far as my spine is straight. And I'm going to work on it one breath at a time. So once I've got my belly down, then you can bring the heart down. And once you got the heart down, align your neck. Tuck the chin in, align your neck with the rest of your spine. Feel that free flow of energy, that we are creating a space for breath, viewing our body as a container for life force energy and breath. How can we support that flow of energy? How can we be more supportive of enhancing that life force energy flow? That's how we want to live our lives and consider everything. So for me, actually, having these blankets under my hips makes me round my back more, because I actually can get down all the way effortlessly, because I've been doing this for so many years now. 25 years of yoga. Okay, so see, I can get all the way down. So for me, the blankets are just preventing me from going as deep as I could. But for beginners, they're very helpful. Come down a little further. Soften your shoulders. Notice if you're tensing them up. Release them. Feel this in your sciatic nerve. This lengthens the spine, the sciatic nerve, the hamstrings. It soothes the nervous system and calms the mind. It resets the mind and emotions, especially if you focus on your third eye and go into that meditative space within you. Everything's just going to click into alignment effortlessly. And it's also, your attitude, it goes a long way. Just knowing, approaching your practice with the respect, trusting in yoga, knowing that this balance is happening now. Now inhale. And exhale and come up. Set your strap aside. Shake out your legs. Turn your feet from side to side. Flex and point. Flex and point. Okay, we're going to do another forward fold now. So again, sitting on your blankets if you need them. I'm not going to use this for now. Bring your right foot to the top of your left thigh so that you have perfect 90-degree angles between the thighs, between the thighs. This left leg is extended straight out and flat on the floor. So engage your quads. We don't want the knee bent because that's not really going to serve you. And if you want to get more flexible, keep this grounded so that it releases the hamstrings. Grab your strap. Wrap it around the ball of your foot. Lift your ribs up. Tuck your chin in, just like we did in the previous posture. Keep the spine long. On the exhale, visualize that length in your lower back as you come forward and down. Keep that in your mind's eye, like that visualization of length in the spine, stretching out through the crown. We are stretching the right side of the spine here, so you're kind of angling your whole body over that left leg. Focus on your third eye. Squeeze your navel in on each exhale. And I forgot to say that some of you will be up here. If your spine starts to round, you want to stop and work through it, even if it's just like, you know, a quarter inch at a time, that you're slowly coming down, one breath at a time, you're releasing. Take it slow, honor yourself. There's no rush. You'll get more out of it if you take your time. And we never want to injure ourselves trying to be flexible. Believe me, I've done it many times. I've made a lot of mistakes in yoga, which I've learned from. Unfortunately, some really painful injuries. But that was my path. Okay, see if you can go one more layer deeper. Just move beyond that next layer of restriction. Like, move through that next block. Release a little bit more. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale and come up. Now bring your right foot to the outer left thigh. The left leg is extended, the foot is flexed. Reach forward with that left arm, wrap the arm around your leg, grab your thigh. Place your right hand behind you, lift your ribs up, squeeze the leg in, and turn and look over your right shoulder. So my right hand is flat on the floor. I'm twisting deeply. Squeeze the leg in. My shoulders are aligned with the side of my mat. Feels really good in your lower back. Take a deep breath and exhale and face forward, and let's switch sides. So extend your right leg, foot flexed, left foot comes up. We have 90 degrees between the thighs here. I'm on the front edge of my sit bones. If you are not, and if you're rounding your back, sit on your blankets. Now turn your torso towards this outstretched leg. Sit up as tall as you can. Inhale. And exhale, fold from your hips. Imagine the pelvis tilting forward, the hip bones rotating toward the floor. Grab your strap if you need it. Take it one breath at a time. So for me, I have scoliosis. I have one vertebrae extra on one side of my back. So for me, this side is always different, and it always will be. But I'm using yoga as a tool to even out the musculature in my body and my back, which has greatly enhanced the quality of my life. Reducing the pain that I feel, which could be much worse. So I'm really grateful for yoga to balance my body. It's especially helpful for people with issues like that. So you can use yoga as a tool to perfect your body and make it more comfortable to live in. Release a little further. Now inhale and exhale and come up. Very good. By the way, you can, if you want to correct an imbalance like that, you can practice that side longer. If you feel it's more tight, just spend a little more time on that, and that will in itself balance out your body. Okay, now bring the left foot to the outer right thigh, flexing that front foot. Reach forward with your right arm, wrap the arm around your leg, grab your thigh, lift your ribs up, root through your seat to elevate your posture, elevate your spine. Pull the leg in, place the left hand on the floor behind you. Try to look all the way over your left shoulder, aligning the shoulders with the side of your mat. I like this posture because it's also very luxurious, just beautiful. Feels really great on the lower back. Now inhale and exhale and face forward. Extend the legs, shake them out. Now bring the soles of your feet together all the way in as close as possible. For this one, many people need blankets under their hips, so I'll just do it for demonstration. So you want to bring the feet as close into your body as possible for this, with a straight spine. If you are rounding your back, please add blankets. There is no limit. I have seen some people have like 5 or 6 blankets under their hips because that's where they're at. And there's nothing wrong with that. So interlace your fingers now around the toes, or you can even grab your ankles, it's up to you. Lift up out of your hips, lift your ribs, chin in. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, come forward. Take it one breath at a time, folding forward. So your spine is long. I'll show you from the side. Draw the chin in, keep your spine straight. So it really does help to have some height under your hips, especially in this one. This is a posture that we should be doing every single day, regardless of what your experience with yoga is. This is like maintenance. Keeping the hips flexible. It works on so many things: fertility, sexuality, being grounded. Pull down a little more now. And then inhale up, sit up tall. Exhale, punch your inner thighs. This is good for all of your organs, detoxing. Good, now scoot your feet forward a little so that your legs are at a diamond shape. And now we're going to fold forward effortlessly. So no blankets under your hips this time. Okay, this is one where it's one of the only ones you get to round your back as much as you want, which is nice for beginners. This will get you flexible really quickly because we're working on the sciatic nerve. So interlace your fingers around your toes. Bring your elbows in front of your shins. Pull forward a little to lengthen your lower back on each side. I even kind of move side to side, like stretching my back, okay? Take a deep breath here. On the exhale, pull forward and down, and then let the weight of your head fall. Bring the chin into your chest. Now soften your arms and your shoulders so they're effortless. Hang out here, close your eyes. Meditate on the third eye. Go into your sacred space, the void from which all creation, all creativity comes. Relax deeper and deeper in each moment, letting go. Letting go of attachments, letting go of tensions, old emotions. Just going into that reset space, blank slate, clean chalkboard. Nothing to do, no worries, just going into that neutral space within. Trusting in your breath to guide you deeper into relaxation, to heal your body. And just allowing the mind to become still is the first step, being open to it.
You know, some people come to yoga, they don't want to stop thinking. But if you come to your practice with an attitude knowing that is part of it, then you'll get so much more out of it. Breathe into your back, breathe into any places that are tense within you. Let the head fall a little further. Embody effortlessness. Relax a little deeper. Now take a deep breath. And exhale and slowly come up. Let the head come up last.
Good. Extend your legs straight out, shake them out. And bring the legs apart. So now I have my legs in a V shape, but I always lift my hips up and set them down so I'm on the front edge of the sit bones. So for some of you, that will be on top of your folded blankets. We want the legs to be flat. So I see a lot of people have their knees off the ground. That's really not ideal. Place the legs down and press them down with your quads. Flex your feet. Catch the, just for this class, let's just place the hands on the shins, okay? So there's no pressure to grab the toes or anything. I'm gonna come back a little. Okay, so my feet are flexed. My spine is straight. I'm sliding my hands forward onto the shins toward my ankles. My spine is beautifully long and gravity is helping me to fall towards the earth. So my navel and my heart are extending forward, and when I come down, they will touch the earth first. So that's the measure of, if you're doing this properly, there's no benefit to just getting the head down but rounding your back. So it's a matter of priority, being that we want to be an open channel for energy versus accomplishment in a posture. So press the legs down. Feel how grounded you are here. Breathe along your spine. You will know if you're practicing a posture correctly if you can breathe.
Now inhale.
And exhale and come up. And let's just do a gentle side stretch. So with one hand on either side of that right leg, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, walk the hands forward, stretching the left side of your back. Come down as far as you can while keeping the spine pretty much straight. Just feel a good stretch in that left side of your back. That's what you want. And then walk your hands up. Turn to your left, one hand on either side. Take a deep breath. Exhale, slowly walk your hands forward, aligning your body over that left leg, stretching forward through the right hand. Stretch that right side of your back. Now inhale, and exhale, walk your hands up. Good, now bring the legs together and shake them out once again. Now scoot forward, well, I'll scoot forward, you're probably already on your mat. I'm gonna rock on my spine a few times. Please join me, this is really good for loosening up your back. So just rock back and forth, holding on to your shins. This is great for flexibility, and it's easy. So if you're looking for an easy way to get flexible, do this. Good, now come down onto your back, squeeze your right leg into your chest. This is called Pavana Muktasana, one of the most basic of all postures. I've had students who are in their mid-90s doing this. As long as you can get up off the floor, you can do this. So interlace your fingers around the right shin and squeeze that curve of your lower back into the floor as you squeeze the leg in. So good for your spine, aligning the hips, keeping the hips flexible, clearing your energy, purifying your energy, balancing the energy. Now bring the knee out to your right shoulder, squeeze it in, and release, and switch sides. Squeeze the left leg in, the right leg is extended. Long, deep breathing. Squeeze it in a little more. And bring the knee out to the left shoulder, a little bit out. It just helps open the hip a little more. Good. Now bring your left foot to the floor with the knee bent. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. We'll do figure 4 stretch for opening the hips. Right hand comes through the legs. Interlace your fingers around the left shin, or behind the thigh is fine if you can't reach the shin, or straighten the leg. For extreme beginners, straighten the leg, and that way you can pull in a little closer to massage your back into the floor. And this is a gentler hip opener than the more intensified version of squeezing the shin in. Very good. Now switch. Right foot on the floor with the knee bent. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Left hand comes through. Squeeze this right leg in. Slow, deep breathing. Knowing that each breath is balancing your energies, bringing you to a perfect state of health. All is well, I am well. De-stress, self-bless. Good. Okay, let's do a very simple twist now. Feet flat on the floor. Rock your knees from side to side first of all. Just loosen up the hips and spine. Great for massaging the glutes. Now with both feet on the floor, lift your hips up, set them over to the right. Extend your left leg, point the toes, bring your right foot up to the top of that left thigh. With your left hand, bring the knee to your left. Turn and look all the way over your right arm. So extending that right arm straight out, the palm is facing up. Now inhale. Exhale, come to center. Both feet on the floor, lift your hips up, set them over to the left. Extend your right leg, point the toes, bring your left foot up, bring the knee over to the right, turn and look left. Now inhale and exhale, come to center, center your hips. Let's do a gentle bridge, okay? So get your shoulders under you. My feet are hips distance, thighs parallel, feet parallel. Get your shoulders under you, interlace the fingers beneath you, walk the shoulders toward each other, root through your feet to lift your hips as high as you can. Ground yourself through your feet. Make Make sure your weight is evenly distributed across the soles of your feet. So you're elevating upward, you're engaging the inner thighs, breathing into your belly. Now inhale. And exhale, slowly set yourself down and squeeze both legs into your body. So wrap your arms all the way around your legs if possible. Give yourself a big hug. Lift your nose up in between the knees, point the toes, give yourself a squeeze, and then set your head down and just rock from side to side a little. So good for digestion. Now extend your legs, bring your arms straight up over your head. Stretch out your entire body, especially the abs. Take a really deep breath, hold and tense up every muscle, including your face. Hold and squeeze. Gather up all the tension. When you see stars, exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. Bring the palms to face up. Tuck your shoulders under you a little so your heart is elevated. Bring your feet a little wider than the hips and let the toes drop outward so the inner feet are facing the sky. This is the position of perfect peace, also known as corpse pose, as if you were dead, meaning completely relaxed, effortless. Imagine you had no muscle strength, right? Dead to the world. That's how you want to be in order to be perfectly relaxed so that your body can heal. So close your eyes. Turn your awareness within. Soften every muscle of your body, journeying inward to the sacred space within you. Scan your body from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, consciously releasing every muscle, becoming soft and more effortless in each moment, going deeper into your true self, embodying your higher self more and more in each moment, which is what life is all about. May we be more loving and more balanced today than ever before. We pray for peace on earth and happiness in the hearts of all, freedom for all. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay here as long as you like and relax. Blessings to you. Sat Nam, Namaste. Thank you.